for right now, we're gonna go with what Zino and every other person in the world would probably say: real football, which is soccer. So you said Messi.
Yeah. So
Go
this
ahead.
is the one I want to talk about because so as mentioned earlier, today is Tuesday, August 25th, and earlier today, there was a news that broke everyone's newsfeed if they care about the beautiful game, and that is that Lionel Messi has told Barcelona that he wants to leave. And anyone who knows about this guy knows that whenever there's the conversation of greatest of all time, right now it's between two people. Well, greatest of all, okay, greatest currently playing because
Okay, hold on.
yes.
I don't watch soccer. Let me see if I can. I don't really. I watch MLS. I watch Atlanta United, but I don't really watch soccer.
Mhm.
Messi. Oh man, his name slipped me. I was gonna say the other guy. Pretty
Dang
boy,
it.
right? The pretty boy.
Yeah, yeah, you could say so.
Man, I had it too. I was gonna shock you pleasantly.
Okay.
But
So anyway, so the greatest currently playing, right? Because greatest of all time could include Maradona and Pele, but greatest currently playing, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the
Ronaldo,
name.
thank you.
Serious. So the difference between Messi and Ronaldo is that Ronaldo has been seen as more of a mercenary, right? Like he started off playing in the Portuguese league, and then at the age of 17, I believe, he moved to England to play for Manchester United. Won the Champions League with them, won the Premier League a couple of times, and then he moved to Real Madrid, where he stayed for almost a decade, I believe, and he won the Champions League four times. Oh, yeah, I think he won the Champions League four times with Real Madrid. Madrid fans are about to flame me if I get that wrong. It could have been five times. And then he went to Juventus. He's won the Italian Serie A there, but he has not been able to win the Champions League yet. Well, the point that people make for Ronaldo is that he is that great and he's been doing it in multiple different leagues with multiple different teams. Whereas Messi, he is great, but he's been with Barcelona the entire time. Barcelona are the Yankees. They are the LA Lakers of the early 2000s. This
The
team,
Patriots.
they're the Patriots, exactly. This team is a dynasty. They're a powerhouse team, and they've had the greats come through there. Ronaldinho, Iniesta, Xavi, all those people. And people say, well, Messi is good. He won all this stuff, but he had all of those people around him, and he's always afraid to leave the comfort of Barcelona to show his greatness elsewhere.
So
And
this kind of sounds like the Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady, where
mhm,
people talk about
it is exactly that argument.
Tom Brady's been around the same system, around the same coach, where Peyton Manning took four different coaches, i.e., four different teams,
Mhm.
to the Super Bowl. So basically, what you're saying is Ronaldo is the Peyton Manning and Messi is the Tom Brady.
Very much so. Yes. So where I fall in that conversation, anyways, I think Ronaldo is a more complete player than Messi, but really it's a 1A, 1B situation. So the reason why I wanted to bring up the Messi thing anyway is I wanted to know, I know you don't follow the sport as much, but you did kind of segue into where I was going to go. For someone who stayed with a team his entire career, and then he's like leaving like late in his career, do you think that there is a chance that his legacy as one of the greats could be hurt, much in the same way people are thinking if Tom Brady, with the Bucks now, doesn't have a Tom Brady like season, that kind of, you know, that kind of tarnishes his GOAT status because now we're seeing that he can't do it without Belichick. So do you think Messi not being able to do that Barcelona could be subject to that same level of criticism?
I so one thing. So on the Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, I'm on the Peyton Manning side.
Thank you.
Um, and obviously now that Tom Brady's coming over here with the Bucks
NFC
against the
South.
Falcons, I'm ready for us to smash them. But as far as I think there's too many factors in order to really say so. I think it's one of those, like, there can never be a clear answer. I would side on the fact that with Tom Brady, there is no denying to me that he has a lot of greatness, right? But people can always pinpoint, and I will always pinpoint to the fact that he's been under Belichick. Now, if he comes and goes again and does this with the Bucks, I can still argue that he also has Bruce Arians, who was also a quarterback whisperer. So
you know what I would love to happen? Obviously I want the Falcons to win the Super Bowl. But if the Falcons can't win the Super Bowl, I actually would absolutely love it if the Patriots won the Super Bowl this year. Because I think that would absolutely crap on Tom Brady's legacy. Because then it's like, look, I did it with Cam Newton. No, Cam Newton isn't a bad quarterback. We rag on Newton all the time because he is NFC South and all that stuff, but he's not a bad quarterback.
If I was in the AFC East who wasn't a Patriots fan, I'd be hella nervous that Cam Newton isn't going to be in Bill Belichick's offensive scheme on his offense, because we obviously saw Cam Newton for so many years here, right? Mm-hmm. And then you said you're a Clemson fan, isn't he? Was he with Clemson?
Really? No, but he was with Auburn.
Auburn. He was with Auburn, right?
Yeah.
And you're not a Clemson fan, I know.
Go Dogs.
So with that and that end, it was just we've been seeing him for a while, so we always knew that he just needed the right pieces, and the thing is, though, Bill Belichick will put the right pieces around him. So the thing I would have, though, is as far as the legacy part for Messi, I would say no, because even if Tom Brady comes here and is complete trash, and it gets exposed as complete trash, he still accomplished all these great things. He still did all these things. He's still I think he's the oldest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. So he
you can't take those away.
You can't take that stuff away from him, and you can't take the stuff away from Messi either. And it's also kind of one of those things is, at the end of the day, even though it's you let me know, is soccer more of a team sport or an individual sport, in the sense of how one player can impact the game? Say with the NBA, you can bring in that one super. I honestly think, as far like in regards to Atlanta, I think the Hawks are just missing that one superstar player to get them over to the top, because they have a lot of great.
Go with Trae Young.
Yeah, because they have exactly. Yeah. Is soccer more along that end, or is it more along a team sport?
No, I think if we're to rank those three: basketball, NFL, American football, and soccer, of like which one is less of a team sport and which one is more. Basketball is the least of a team sport, in the sense that one person can absolutely take
change
over
the
a
dynamic.
game. Yeah, I think
Jordan.
Yeah, exactly. I think the American football is second on that list, because I think an amazing quarterback can will a team into victory. I really do believe that.
That's true.
Now, soccer is third on that list. Now, there are players that are like absolutely mesmerizing, and they do crazy things. But if your team isn't good, you can't really do anything with that. A great example in the MLS is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He was in the MLS for 2 years with the LA Galaxy, right? And I've loved Zlatan since back when he was the PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. He just exudes just this confidence. He's a braggart and all that stuff, but he backs up on the pitch, right? He scores beautiful goals and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, LA Galaxy wasn't that great a team. He willed them into the playoffs, but at the end of the day, they still have to defend. They still have to get him the ball, and they weren't able to do it. So I think soccer is more of a team sport.
So with that being said, somebody this weekend, my best friend showed me, what's the same type of play that they think the new Barcelona coach is going to bring? Tiki-taka. Tiki-taka. So, and then if people want to look up what tiki-taka is, it's like, he showed me a cool video of like what it means. It basically just like, you don't even look at each other. You just know where every other person is.
Small ball, just quick passes.
So to feed into that, I guess now that I look at it, it kind of lines everything up more to me, that it makes more sense that what you're saying is that. So So if that's the case, Messi can argue, but I don't have. I have these. I'm with this team, and these people suck. So
Right.
people can easily argue that. But if he brings up a team that is challenging, but my thing with that is knowing the limited amount of information that I know about Messi and about world soccer. What is the likelihood that he's gonna go to a team that sucks?
Nil.
Exactly.
There is no way. Also, because of the way soccer is structured, it's nothing like American sports, right? American sports, you've got caps, so you can only spend so much on certain people and all that stuff. There, it's if the club has the money, they will get whoever they want. So the only people who can get Messi are probably Manchester City. They are owned by people from the United Arab Emirates, I believe, like really rich oil money. Chelsea, owned by a Russian billionaire, Roman Abramovich. And then there's no way he goes to Real Madrid. That's just impossible. That's like someone going from the Yankees to the Red Sox. Oh, no.
Yeah, that happened.
It did happen, yeah. I'm trying to think of a deep rivalry like that. There's no way, right? Because it's in their blood.
No, if that were to happen for you as a Messi fan,
God.
would that ruin your idea?
Yes. Okay. Yes, infinitely.
So, but going back to your question about in regards to the greatness, I don't think his greatness will be questioned after this. Like I said, even though I know and the reason I could speak on that is because I know about Messi and I knew about Ronaldo, even though I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
I know about Pele. Yeah. I don't know much about any other players.
Those people, they what's the word?
They're a franchise within themselves.
Yeah, exactly. The word I was looking for is like they extend beyond the boundaries of their sport.
Exactly.
They're global names.
And there's no way that they would do that without being great.
Right.
People know Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, even if they don't know about baseball, they know Shaq because of how, their greatness.
They were dominant.
Exactly. So and that's why I mentioned Michael Jordan before, where you were saying that there's a player that can elevate. Remember, three championships. He goes and sucks at baseball, comes back
another
three more championships. By the time he goes to the Wizards, he's just old. That's the only thing.
He was.
At the end of the time, you can't beat Father Time, right? Yeah. That's honestly what I think is going to mess up Tom Brady more than the system.
And anyone that hasn't watched The Last Dance, go watch that. It's a great docuseries. What I really loved about The Last Dance is when he went to the Bulls, as a rookie, the Bulls were a completely trash team. And just from his work ethic and his ability alone, I think he got them to the playoffs in just his second year. Yeah. And he was clearly the star of the team. This is like some 22-year-old dude. Everyone else is like upper 20s, 30s, and they see that he's the leader of the team, right? That is a superstar, dominant superstar, right? And I think Messi's like that. But another thing that people will use against Messi in the Messi-Ronaldo argument is that in soccer, you play for your club team, but then you also play for your national team. And Messi has never won a trophy with Argentina. He has won an Olympic gold medal in the 2008 Olympics. He won the final against Nigeria. So he's won an Olympic gold medal.
That one hurt you.
Yeah, it did. It really did. But he's never won a World Cup. He's never won. Ronaldo has won the Euros, so that's a continental tournament just within European clubs. But he's not won a World Cup, and it's few and far between, right? It's every 4 years. Messi's never won a World Cup. He's never won the Copa America, which is basically for South American teams. Yeah. And anything having to do with Argentina, he's never won it.
You know what all that feeds into, though, for me, in regards to what you said about the team sport, because you can get the greats from any place in the world to come play for your league, but you're limited to just the people from your country.
Exactly, you can't change who's from Argentina.
Exactly. So what you said is correct.